welcome back to my channel again. I know I just did a video about Chinese New Year, but this is a different kind of video today. This is not really different, but it's still not in tune with Chinese New Year. This is more Meghan Markle and Prince Harry talk. I'm not going to do tarot reading today because I've done a lot and I feel like something different. So a lot of things has been coming out, and I have been watching, reading the comments, watching other YouTubers like Cat News, According to Taz, Yankee Wally, Danger Zone, Murky Meg, like all those channels. I have watched them and I have seen the news, and I don't want to form an opinion until I have enough facts to make this opinion. So just be aware, this is just my opinion and you have yours, so please respect that. Also wish to say that for those who are against bullying, I understand that you are a fan of Meghan, but if you were to trash another person just because their opinion does not agree with yours, and you try to tell them to calling them a racist, calling them this and that, or being really rude, hurtful, basically anything that is not respectful, that is bullying. Okay, if you're against bullying and you did this, you're being a hypocrite. So I just wish to let you guys know that. So let's all be nice. Okay? This is 2020, a new year, new start. Okay? So I'm just going to point out, I have not watched all of Thomas Markle documentary. But I have seen clips. I also have been watching some news. Sky News, Good Morning Britain, wherever, about their opinions. So apparently Thomas Markle has put out receipts, evidence that he did have heart attack, had heart surgery few days before the wedding. So I wish to address some things from what I see. Okay, so you guys are saying that Thomas Markle is a disgusting father for using his daughter for money and such, yada yada. Okay, let's backtrack for one moment. I'm on a neutral stance here. I say what Thomas Markle did with the paparazzi is wrong. I do agree with that. I do agree that he should not have done that. And apparently he did admit he made a massive mistake because of it. He shouldn't have done that. Which is good on Thomas Markle end, because not a lot of people will admit that they make a mistake. But the thing is, please do remember that, so apparently he had receipts that he paid for Meghan's college tuition, and apparently the college that Meghan went to is really expensive. And even though he won the lottery, the fact that he paid for all year out of all her college tuition, to the point that he has to file bankruptcy, that is saying something. So the thing is, I have seen people who end up being broke and they are desperate. Like, if you live a broke life, if you were to put yourself in that situation, even though it's against your moral, it's like, in a way I can't understand, but yeah, even though it's wrong, like, and he admitted it. Like, plus he's an elderly man, and he's desperate, okay? he's grasping at straws. So I feel that you should not blame him. Say that he is the worst father for standing up to Meghan's wedding, Princess Harry and Meghan's wedding. When in fact he did have a surgery and his doctor advised him not to fly. But of the 10-hour flight to England, well, he's going to get more stress, and there's no one to help him if he get another heart attack. And this is few days before the flight. And even though if he did fly there, he'd be more stressed by everyone is watching him. And the thing is, apparently there is no rehearsal for him. Like, why is that? Why is there no rehearsal? Isn't it common sense to have like for her father to come to England ahead of time to know where to do, what to do, this and that? It's just like, that is something fishy there. It's fishy on Meghan Markle's side, okay? Like, think about it. If you were having your own wedding, and the fact that, wouldn't you want your father to know what to do, where to go, especially on a big day? And the fact that Thomas Markle was not informed of anything, was not given the tickets to fly there, or anything at all. So it's quite suspicious. So that is something is why I'm a neutral stance on. I feel like they're both in the wrong here. And another thing I wish to address is what Meghan and Harry did wrong. Is the first thing that they did is apparently Harry scolded him, saying that or yelled at Thomas Markle, saying that or is it Meghan, whoever it is, saying he ruined her wedding, or whatever, the big day. And it's just so sad that he has to can up because he couldn't handle it. It was too hurtful, especially with the fact that he just finished having his surgery 3 days prior. And he sent her a message which was left unseen, which was seen as evidence that Daily Mail on Sunday showed that he apologized, saying how his heart attack is inconvenience to them, which is really sad. And the thing is, I just find it ironic that people are saying he's a terrible father. Why doesn't he handle this situation in private instead of going out in camera? I find that doesn't make sense. How can Thomas Markle handle this situation with Meghan Markle in private when Meghan Markle is ghosting him? How can you communicate someone who is ghosting? How? Please explain to me. Please tell me how are you able to communicate with someone? Put yourself in Thomas Markle's shoes of being ghosted by someone which you wish to communicate privately, but you can't because you've been ghosted. So please tell me how. This is why I say it doesn't make sense, which I get pissed when I see the comments like that. It's really insensitive of you guys to say that about him. It's like you're not even emphasizing the situation, not understanding, because it didn't happen to you. If it happened to you, I'm sure a lot of you be crying and wool weaver. I'm pissed at this moment of it, okay? It's injustice. And I say that what Meghan did was just horrible as well. The fact that she never asked if her own father is he okay after the heart attack. Never once. Not even when she wrote that letter to him. If you look back on the letter, it's has it once said, "Are you okay, Daddy?" It's a, how's like the heart attack? It's like, no, she never bothered to do that, and she cried me river on her South Africa documentary, saying, "Nobody asked if I'm okay." Well, Meghan Markle, did you ask if your dad was okay? How hypocrite of you to say that. I'm sorry, but this is how I see it. Your dad, Meghan Markle's dad, has a heart attack. She didn't bother to ask if he is okay. Especially how she say, "Oh, I love my daddy," especially in the past before she met Harry. And now, when the world is against her, for her behavior, for what she does, the suspicious things that she does, especially with Eugenie's wedding, I was trying to stage Eugenie, and it doesn't make sense. I just find it really wrong of her friends, having her 5 friends, to vilify Thomas Markle on People's Magazine. Thomas Markle has the right to defend himself in that moment. You could say Thomas Markle is doing it for money. Fine, that's your opinion. But the thing is, he kept the letter since August 2018 until February of 2019, when he was being vilified by Meghan's friend about the letter, and he only put out parts of the letter. Are you sure he's actually doing it for money? I think he's just defending himself there. Like, if he did get money, yeah, who cares about that? I mean, I would stand up for myself. If you were like in that situation, would you stand up for yourself? Would you defend yourself? I'm sure you would. So, before you accuse Thomas of anything, I think you should look at the bigger picture here and actually put yourself in his shoes. Another thing is, I'm not a big Meghan Markle fan of how she's doing this to her dad. Like, I'm just not. And it's just so wrong in so many ways. Also, she lies a lot. I'm not sure if you noticed, she did. Let's see. She said she was vegan, and yet on their engagement interview, she said Harry proposes to her over a roast chicken. Correct me if I'm wrong, vegan can't have roast chicken, and Harry, I doubt he could finish a whole big roast chicken. And another thing that got me really, that doesn't make sense, is that she doesn't know anything about Prince Harry, when in fact she's been copying Princess Diana one after another. If she loves Princess Diana, I'm sure she knows about Prince Harry, and she keeps track of it. And she even went to the Buckingham Palace before she even met Prince Harry. She's a royal fan. She was. So I don't believe that lie that she doesn't know anything about Prince Harry. I'm sure she does. So that isn't, like, that's 2 lies now. 2 lies. And actually 3 lies, because she said she paid for her tuition money. No, I don't believe she did. Because considering her age, that time of year, and the money she would probably make, I don't think she'd get much by working part-time while attending college. An expensive college at that. Like, even if she got a sponsor or anything like that, it's still not enough. How is she able to pay for such expensive tuition? I doubt she could do it herself. No. So I believe that Thomas Markle did pay for her college tuition. I don't believe that she did. It just doesn't make sense. It's just not common sense. Like, I've been through college, and everyone who's been through college knows how expensive they are, especially people who are not rich or not, whose family is not like well off. Like, I'm sure you can understand if you were to think about it. But yeah, so this is how I see it, and I feel that I don't know if she will ever regret it, but if she did, it'd be too late. Because Thomas Markle is not getting any younger, and I'm kind of sick of her trying to merge the title, her royal title, and I'm sick of their hypocrite ways. Because at first they were saying they wish to be financially independent, but yet they wish to be privately funded. How is that financially independent? That's not. They don't know what financially independent means. That's not financially independent. If you're financially independent, you work your butt off and earn your own money. Nobody's helping you, and you pay for everything yourself. That is what financially independent means. And what's more, they expect Canada to pay for the security. I say no to that. Reason why is because of how expensive security is for them already in UK, and you expect us Canadians to pay for with our tax money for their security. Who knows how long they finally have enough to pay for their own. It's going to leave Canada broke, because think, those who doesn't understand, try to understand, please. It's like, if you were to pay for the security, which means higher increase of taxes, which is higher increase of food item prices as well, and these people broke, no money. Like, I don't want that for Canada, because I have some friends who are not rich, they're poor, okay? They're not wealthy, so I don't want them to receive any security from Canada. If they wish for security, they pay for themselves. That is what financial independence means. Pay for themselves. I don't think they understand. Even though they're grown adults, they're 38, 35. But yeah, this is my opinion. I know I'm ranting, but this is how I see it. How I see the situation, and I'm on the fence. They're both in the wrong. Thomas Markle was in the wrong for accepting money and doing the paparazzi shoots and everything. Meghan is in the wrong because the recent picture of her with Archie on the stroll, and then she's the one who like hired them, telling them where they are, staging the setup, and then she went and sued them afterwards once this paper was sold. That is such, I don't know how to say it. It's just ridiculous. First, she does it to the UK press, to the UK people, and now she's trying to do it to the Canadians. She should stop. Someone should stop her. Sorry, I just don't. There's too much drama. Too much. And what I hope is karma served to them. But yeah, that's how I see it. And whether you agree with me, up to you. But please, be respectful. Don't bully. If you don't agree, say it in a nice way. Don't trash talk. Don't do anything like that. Be nice. Be respectful. Okay? I'll see you guys next time. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. And hit the notification bell for more videos.